What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome to our first attempt at a multi-stream. I was supposed to be live on Twitch only today with a new series with my friend Kong, as we were doing Octopath Zero. However, that did not run through, so I thought let's give it a test run of the multi-stream that I think I've got up and running, because I'm seeing you both on YouTube and on Twitch. So you can type in both chats and it will show up on the screen, as you can see there. They both show up on the screen. Burn doesn't show up correctly, but it does show differently. So if you see the other color, like the pink is my YouTube, the green is my my Twitch account. I'm not sure the bot will work on YouTube because it's on Twitch right now. So that would be the only concern I have. Also, I am seeing a fat delay on my, well, I guess I should be seeing a fat delay on my dashboard. But I decided to jump into Pokemon IC version again. You can see that based on the screen that we're on. This is my master file. I've thought about it. I'm like, I'd really like to continue doing this project, even though obviously it's been a while since we've done it and IC doesn't exist anymore also. But I still want to make the game. So I thought I'd do it on stream with you guys to see how that goes. Let me look at my Discord. I'm lagging video wise. Can I turn the audio quality like to jack? Yeah, I mean the video quality to nothing. Let's make sure the announcements went through. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't have a thumbnail, which is the big problem, but I'm gonna do my best. Your chats should show on the dashboard on both, so I will be trying my best to stay up to date with that. But if you have any thoughts or suggestions, you can let me know. If you've been paying attention to the YouTube channel, by the way, this document is 85 pages with just how much I've added, changed, removed, did differently. Did I give Starmie? I did give it Regenerator. I'm like, did I give it huge power? But you can see that if you go down to the bottom, very bottom, don't know what these are still changing on. So we've done every Pokemon has got their changes. I did track stat changes, so we can look at Meloetta. It's 100 across the board. It's because it's a mythical. I changed to that. We gave Kyurem some more defenses, things like that. We gave more different moves to Pokemon. So I really tried to fix everything. Like, if you randomize this game, it could be like a base game and you would still have all these upgrades to these Pokemon. It would just be that they would be randomized to the game, because one of the things they often do, especially with Volcanion, is a great answer. Look here. One of the things they do with mythicals, legendaries, all the such, they don't give them like level 1 movesets. So we gave some of these Pokemon like Ember, Water Gun, things you would expect them to get upon level up, and just some other stuff as we move forward. If you have watched the YouTube video on the Pokemon IC version, where I created the gyms for it, all of the move sets and stuff for the gym leaders are still here. They are literally on the document. This is where I pulled them from. We have Elite Four members, which we haven't talked about yet. We have the differences in gift Pokemon. So there's a lot of things we've done. But I was working last on encounters, so I have this main document pulled up, but the smaller document is going to be like us editing encounters and stuff. So I've already done a little bit. The starters are not the traditional Colossian starters, because I wanted your starter Pokemon to be able to have to be megas, so they are going to be the Hoenn starters because you get the Kanto starters later in the game. So that is there. As part of this, I will probably end up giving them their Mega Stones at the beginning of the game, so you can automatically have them from the start of the game. But yeah, I've also done some encounters and stuff. We skipped all of the towns. We'll have to come back and do them, but I started at the routes realistically. We definitely can come back and do some of these and fix the encounters. We can definitely leave them too, but you can give me some thoughts. I thought maybe we look at trainer Pokemon. Maybe we jump back and forth. You guys can let me know on what you want to see. But as you can see, like, we've done some different stuff with Route 2. That's where we can start. So like, I put Magmy, Bunnelby, Zigzagoon in the game. Fletchling is here still, Pidgey. All the Route 1 stuff, baby Pokemon are here in different forms and varieties. Route 3, you get the Kalos starters. So Chespin's here, Fennekin, Froakie, all 10% encounters. Burmy, Tyrogue, Nidorans, Azurils, those kinds of things. Early game Pokemon that you would expect. I don't know where I stopped. I think I only did the first 2 areas, and I didn't even do the rod percentages. So we probably want to give some cool water type Pokemon, and maybe I can even take, well, I want to keep a water type in. I'll keep the Azurill, but maybe I can make it like the 5% encounter instead of Magikarp. I guess let's make it Marill, so you have another chance at getting it a different way. But we definitely want to change this to I can give you Goldeen here, and we can make the Good Rod a little bit better. So we can remove Goldeen from the Good Rods. It could still be there as the big encounter, but we need to think about like water types that we want to use. We could put, I'd like to put Psyduck in early. That would be good. Or definitely, I think, could be the big encounter here. Just making sure the chats are read. I have on my laptop the YouTube stream open too. So we're watching both on YouTube and on Twitch. Haha, crazy. But I did want to try this off to begin with. Let me actually just not distract us with the document, but I did want to do this specifically to try this because I want to do more collaborative stuff. Being able to stream on both YouTube and Twitch gives you more streams on both platforms. Unfortunately for YouTube, it's going to give you, well, fortunately for Twitch, unfortunately for Twitch, it only gives you 1 extra stream a week, which you just missed the best teams, which is the video stuff we do. It's fine. But for YouTube, that would give you an additional 2 or 3 streams a week, depending on what I decide to stream. I definitely think Twitch will be my main streaming platform, and I'll determine, like with things like this, if I want to go both or none. I'd like to get on the TikTok as well, so that would be nice, but we'll see when that happens. But for now, let's pull back to the dock. I'm going to continue with the routes, and let me pull up my phone. So my phone is going to have on it the dex for, you do not need my ID right now. The phone will have the dex for X and Y, so we can have any Pokemon available on X and Y. What I'm going to do is there's a way to randomize these games that fully breaks them apart. And then I can add all these things that I'm going to be trying to do here, which will probably take me a while. Anyway, so that's the plan. Locations. I can look at locations. Kind of crazy. I did not, this dex is updated. Can I look at types? Look at a type chart. I cannot look at the types, so I have to go to my other decks. Which then I can pull up water types. So let's look at water types. I guess in the rare. So in the rare, I'm gonna put Tynamo. I guess it's 35. I'm gonna put Electric. They should be level 35 Pokemon. You should, I think you get Electric. By 35. This is where I'm gonna have to like use some knowledge. I think it evolves by 35. No, it does not. So a 35 should still be Tynamo, which is kind of crazy to me. But I do like that as a water encounter. We can give some cool things. Definitely want to keep Corphish. Goldeen can go away. I'm gonna put Wooper here. It's kind of just like pick your poison with stuff like that you want to have around. I don't mind Seaking being in or Crawdaunt, honestly. For those. So if I don't mind it being Masquerain and Meryl still showing up. But we don't want to double Masquerain. This is going to be able to give us some other Pokemon too. So we want things that are normally not in the decks that are going to show up. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with all of these. I'm going to go with, this is Route 3. So this is outside the town. What about Lotad or Lotad? I guess it should be Lombre. The Meryl's a 4%. What do I expect to find like near a pond? Surfing. I guess we could do Illumise and Volbeat. Would like to see them be on the water. All right, so Route 4 is the route after the town. So we don't have any grass. We do have flowers. So I like 10%, 10%, 10% for Flabebe. Combee on there. I'm trying to think of like giving you good encounters also. Maybe don't give you Flabebe at every level. We can remove like the level 7. I like the idea of Budew in yellow. A Budew in yellow. Is there any? So then we can like change the colors. So like we can make this this 10% at the level 7 a different based on the other stuff. I feel like we're also just a touch off screen. No, we are completely off screen. Crazy. All right, so that's the furthest thing. So you should be able to see most of the stuff. And I can always try to keep it below. So we changed the yellow flower Budew. We're going to give him Combee. I'm going to change one of the Combees to Weedle. That gives you another shot at a Mega early. Oh, Budew's already here, 10%. This is all yellow flowers. I did not know Ralts was a 5% here. Skitty, Budew at level, so we don't need 2 Budews. We have 2 Combies, 2 Budoos. I'm okay with actually 2 Combies, 2 Budoos, 2 Flabébés. A Leddyba, Skitty, Ralts. The rare encounters, though, that's what I want to change. Although we have to look. Budoo does not have a second form, so that's what they're doing. So what colors of Flabébé are there? Flabébé comes in red, yellow, orange, blue, and white. And really, I need to look at Kalos Route 4 to see what these line up with percentages wise for Pokemon. So the yellow flowers could be orange, white, or yellow. The red flowers could be orange or red. It says there's purple flowers. Are there purple flowers on this route? Can I get a visual of it? There's red and yellow. I don't see any purple flowers. Yeah, so we need to figure out that too. Interesting that the code has in it to have the other colors. So one goes between, I think that's white. But I don't know what the form numbers mean. That's the only thing I don't know. We're in Route 4, sorry. No, the purple flower, it shows up, but it doesn't have any numbers in it, so. Form 4 is white. No, it's the 1% 8, level 8. Form 4 is white. Okay. So maybe I should do that here. I don't have a full baby note. Let me look at, maybe I have an additional changes thing. I don't. Where would Flabébé go? Probably early in X and Y. $669 is Flabébe's dex number. I just need to see what's before it and after it, so I can know where to put it. 669 after Pyroar, before Skiddo. Alright, so we go here. Flabébé. And then we determine that 1 is color, 2 is color, 3 is color, 4 is white, and 5 is color, because we don't know what those are yet. But I can use the notes to figure out. The yellow flowers, Flabébé, level 6. Let's see, the level 6. Level 6 through 8. Level 6 through 8 is the yellow flower. This is yellow flower. Form 1 is yellow. Noted. Okay. Then we need to look back. The orange is the level 7 at 4%. Orange is level 7 at 4%. This is orange. Orange is 2. Okay. And then by process of elimination, we have red. So red is, if we go to the red flower and look at 6 through 8, the first one, that tells us what form. So red is 0. Okay, so that changes the order. Zero is red. So that means 3 is blue because 4 is white. Sorry. Just need that gone. Okay. Now that we got the colors figured out, we can figure out where they go. So in red, I'm going to put... So typically, orange, red, and white are in red. Orange, white, and yellow are in yellow. But I should do one color mixes between, and I think I'm going to do white goes between. The yellow is going to keep... Yellow stays in yellow, red stays in red. So now there's blue and orange. I think orange goes to red and blue goes to yellow. So just make sure we have the right numbers. So it should be all 1 or... It should be 1 or 3 into the yellow section. So 1 needs to be formed 3. 3. So I want to change the order, but I'm okay with that. 1 or 3. 1, 3, the rare form, I guess. Or the 4 could be 4. The 4% is 4, because that'll be the one yellow, white in these. So we have 1, 4, and 3. And I'm gonna make all level 8s the same color. All level 8s the same color. Okay, so with red, so the 0 is the base color. And then level 8 should be 4. No, it should be 2. Well, level 8 should be 2. Your form 4. Just because I want the different colors available. All right, and then it's the same encounters in both. So we could do some like version exclusive type things. And I like that idea. So, or some like route exclusive type things. So I'm going to change Lediba to Volbeat in this one, and I'm going to go up here and change. I changed that Volbeat to Weedle. So Illumise, change the, so we keep the 10% Combi. I think at level 8. We changed the level 10 Combi to be Toby, Weedle, and then Caterpie. Where's the Combee? Level, did we say level 8 Combee? Level, can't see it. Oh, I do. It levels, or the numbers on the other side. So level 7. So it should be it should be Volbeat Caterpie instead of double Ladybug. Caterpie. Okay, then we keep Ladybug Budew. I did change Budew here, didn't I? Yeah. I don't want a better chance at Budew. Maybe we could put a different, like, flowery Pokemon in here. This could be another version exclusive slot, or like flower exclusive slot. But what would be in a flower patch? I know Skitty's in these flowers too. Like, I'm trying to, like, you guys can answer these questions, like hypothetical questions too. I could put, well, I don't want to put the Kanto starters out in the wild or the Hoenn starters out in the wild, because, but I could, this could be where I put Turtwig and Chikorita. This could be where I put Turtwig and Chikorita, because I don't have them. Yeah, I like that idea. So Chikorita goes yellow. And Turtwig goes red. That way we're getting all of the starters out there. Although I probably, let's undo. Volbeat Caterpie, sorry. Okay, so let's undo. We'll make the rare spot, the 1%, the and I'll just fix that. So this should be form the level 8 form 3. Actually, no, this should be, yes. And this one should be form 2. Then you get turned to Turtwig. And you get changed to Chica. That's the other thing I want to do with this game, is make sure every Pokemon is available in the game, like in the game to encounter at some point in time. Preferably more earlier than later. So we really are going to have to go back through and like see where we've caught, where things are, and remove them or add them to different things. Because I hate when games are like, here's the same encounters over and over again when there's so many Pokemon, you know? So that's always a thought for us to think about as we move forward. I know we put Illumise and Volbeat twice. I like them in the flower route. And I'm okay with it where they are otherwise. I think that's good. Maybe when we get to after Route 5, we start doing some trainers. I like the idea of switching it up. So Bunnelby, Furfrou, Pancham. So let's see what I'm pretty sure Bunnelby is earlier on. So if I start here, if I go Bunnelby. Yeah, Bunnelby is there. In Route 2. Furfrou. Furfrou is only in Route 5. All right, well, if I go back up here and type Pancham. Pancham's Route 5 first. Skiddo. Skiddo is Route 5 first. Doduo. It's Route 5 first. Gulpin. It should be Route 5 first. This route might be the one that doesn't change. Abra is not earlier. So I'm honestly fine with those being there. In the flower patch though, since we now have this, we will put Flabebe in the blues 3. Somebody messaged me on Discord. Or somebody pinged me on Discord. Oh. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. So Bunnelby is the only thing that really needs to move. We did change Flabebe Form 3. I'm not gonna put Skiddo in here too. I'll give 2 Flabebes in Form 3. And then we'll do Flabebe. White is what number again? White is 4. So we will do Form 4. We will do Form 4. So that way all the Flabebes are found relatively easy. I like Pancham being around here, but let's go back. So early route Pokemon. Did I put Real? I guess I want to keep that. Did I do Riolu yet? Riolu's in 22. Oh, Riolu is available on the other side. We actually need to do Route 22. The low levels. I guess we can save those, because that will be an encounter for people. Crazy how many spaces there are. All right, so we did Vanderbilt, we did Dendemille. We were on Route 5. I think... Actually, I scrolled too far. Some areas, some towns do have stuff, but we will come back to those. All right, here's where I want to start again. So we already have Bunnelby. We have Zigzagoon. Bunnelby, Zigzagoon, Smoochum, Fletchling, Hoot Hoots, Pidgey, or Pidove rather, Elekid, Pidgey, Poliwag. So we have plenty of stuff. Starly. So it's the early route Pokemon, the early bird Pokemon. We need some like... Oh, did I put Poochyena in this route? Let me just type Pooch. Poochyena is not in the game yet. So Poochyena can go in Route 5. I like that. Poochyena. We can give it a couple. I don't mind just replacing Bundlebee with Poochyena, honestly. I think that's good. And it gives us a new typing. Okay, and then we have a 4% and 1% Plusle. Oh, this is just Plusle. Goes to the grass. Again, I'm getting rid of version exclusives. So we're gonna put mine in as the 1% and where the next Plusle is. Down here, and the 4%, that'll be mine in too. So they have an equal chance, it just depends on where you go. Right. So the Poochyena, Furfrou, Pancham, Skiddo, Doduo, Gulpin, Abra. We have Flabebe. Do I want the same encounters to be in? I don't really want the same encounters to be in here. In the flowers as well. Calm Face not in this game. So I need to think of some like flowery Pokemon to put out here. I could do Purple Wurmple. I like that. Wurmple? Ellie, no you. So I don't think I've done Wurmple yet. It's in the Stantaloon Forest already. Okay, I don't mind that being twice. I know I said I don't want to do the same thing, but I'm just trying to limit, to make the encounter areas a little different. This could be a good point to put things like C-Dot in. Or I'm actually going to do Shroomish. I think Shroomish fits better here. Because it should only be in one spot. That is the only place to catch Shroomish right now. Alright, and then the hordes. So I like the idea of Plusle and Minun being a horde. We'll keep Minun in the horde. I'm gonna throw a... I like Scraggy, but I'm gonna put Pancham in this as well. Give it a couple opportunities to show up. A Horde A, Gulpin. I think honestly we just give it a handful of Mons from the area. I like that idea. So they're not all the same. I do think that's cool that they're all the same, but I also don't like it. Furfrou can be in here. Skiddo should be in this one. I would say I wouldn't put Abra in here. It's just stupid. Abra in this horde would be just kind of dumb. Although I guess it'd be another way to put Minun in. I could put Pancham in this horde too. My other problem is Scraggy's or I'm gonna put Scraggy in one of the Poochyena slots because there is no there's no Scraggy in the route. And I think that fills the last Gulpin encounter. Scraggy. That way you're likely to, you're 95% chance to get it in the Horde. All right, we got to Route 6. I'm going to type here, not hee. And now we can go over to the trainers. So I haven't messed with any of these yet. Yo, at Kong, thank you for this 47 months on Twitch. And so we can start throwing in pieces together to get some other stuff here. I'm assuming this is supposed to be youngster Joey, but doesn't have a name. I always wanted them to have some interesting Pokemon. We don't know what, that's the other problem right now, is I don't know what trainers are where. I'm assuming these are all in the oh, with the chat there you can't see the edge. I will pull it back over just a bit. Also, if you guys want to give me a character like at these certain areas, you can. But we should go through and fix the gym leaders since we know what they are. You just have to scroll down just a little bit. All right, 2 Mons, 10 and 20. So the Surskit is a Spinarak. Spin rack. I don't think there's an extra A. I think I'm adding an extra A. Nope. Either I spelled it wrong on the dock or I'm spelling it wrong here. Either way. And it has Spiderweb, Toxic, Leech Life, and Venoshock. How you doing, Kong? I forget what they were. Spiderweb, Toxic, Leech Life, and Venoshock. Yes, I'm giving the first gym a Mon that has Leech Life because it's fun. And I like having fun. And then Venoshock. Okay. I use all 18, and then the level 12 is a Joltik. I don't know if any of the gym leaders have items. I'm just trying to find a trainer with items. So I can fix them. So I can see where they put them. I'm gonna go to the end. Maybe they'd show up in... let me look at 18. Because all the gym leaders are... stuff are gonna have 18. I'm not seeing... I'm gonna have to do all the Marquises and Marquises. Does really no one have items? in this game. Really? Ba-ba-ba-dum. I get that they have abilities and stuff, but there's no like items. Even on like Callum or Serena's team. All right, the Callum and Serena we both know don't have any items. Oh. Yes, they do. Let me look at Absolite. Is that how they do it? Yes. So it's after with at. Noted. So we can't add items that way. All right. Let me go Viola. X. All right. All the leaders get changed to me. So if you watch the video, you know. Nope. I need the document, not my notes. Spinarak has Swarm. Yes. And you have at Citrus Berry. I have to try. It's level ability. Let me just copy this. And then we can. Cool. Dang it. It's level at ability. Let me look at. Ability comes after the held item. So it's level, held item, ability. Level, held item, ability. All right. So Spinarak's ability is Swarm. Also, if like you have like an idea about where things should be in X and Y, let me know. So that's Swarm. Let me actually just do this one more time. I still need the space between stuff. Give it a space there. I kind of want to make them all 31 IVs, but I think that might be a little tough. Again, I don't need my phone. I need the document. It's Compound Eyes. Level 12, and I know Thunder Waves, Leech Life, Screech, and Camouflage. Screech. Leech Life. I think I balanced this pretty well. Vlog, eh? Alright. A lot of rats. We need to give some different Pokemon out here too. So not everyone has rats. We give some random Pokemon out too. Just think about like what's here. I also want to give them these starters. They all, the concerning part is like they all have the same Pokemon. I'm wondering if it's like different instances of them. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, we've given all the Pokemon out. We're just gonna start distributing things. I'm wondering if they're just random or not. That's why we have to have the wild encounters done first, so we know what's going where. That way, like, we can get the Pokemon in there. I'm gonna remove the custom move sets for some of the characters. Drifloon. I'm fine with Drifloon and Pidgeotto. Alright, so now we're back to the leader stuff. It's a Karina, Loyola Grant, Karina. Again, gets changed to me. She has Hitmontop. She's going to lead with a level 28. Hitmontop. Ability. I think that's how we decided the abilities were done. Nope, they're in parentheses. Everything's in parentheses, man. You gotta have clean brackets. All right, and they have triple kick, counter, rapid spin, and focus energy. Triple kick. Counter. Look at all the work we have to do. Rapid spin and focus energy. Okay, level 28 is Scraggy. I need the ability. Moxie. Awesome. Hey, the bot works on both. That's crazy. Does Scraggy have an item or anything else? No. Brick Break, Sucker Punch, Low Kick, Sand Attack. What the frick is this? That's kind of crazy. Let's just do that. The music really freaked me out. Sucker Punch, Low Kick, Sand Attack. And Sand Attack is hyphenated. Okay. And then this is Lucario. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, what was it? Was item ability. It was. Oh, it was level ability, level item ability, I believe. It's level item ability, yes. I did get it right. Level item ability. Lucario has Steadfast, I believe, yes. And then it knows Power Up Punch, Metal Claw. Metal Claw. Ice Punch. And Force Palm. Cool. I didn't give her an extra Pokemon, did I? No. All right, Remos. $34, $35, $36, yes. 34, 35, 36. All right, we start with Tropius, I believe, yes. Tropius. With Citrus Berry. Oh. And ability. Harvest. With the moves. Body Slam, Razor Leaf, Acrobatics. Leaf. We can just delete up to Acrobatics. And is it Leech Seed? It's Protect. Oh yeah, it's a Leech Protect set. I forgot about this one. Okay. Carnivine with Strong Jaw. This Strong Jaw. It can't type. And it has Razor Leaf, Bite, Thunder Fang, Fire Fang. Leaf, space, Bite, Fire Fang, Thunder Fang. And the ace is Venusaurite. This is the one that I'm gonna have to test. Because I know that some of them are funky. And Venusaur has Giga Drain, Sleep Powder, Sludge Bomb, and Leech Seed. Sludge is an element. And Leech Seed. Okay. And I need to change it to me. So I am the leader. I'm all the leaders in this game. You missed the video about me being all the leaders. This is where that comes from. We're just actually fixing the trainers for once. All right, Clemont has 1, 2, 3. It only has 3 still. All right, Clemont is a fire type gym leader in this one. All right, so he has Talonflame. With Gale Wings. And it knows Flare Blitz, which I now realize is kind of crazy. Aerial, Ace, Roost, and Will-O-Wisp. Okay. The Magneton at 38, yes. Pyroar becomes the next one. I didn't change the levels. This is 38. This should be 39. I think the ace is 41. Yes. But Pyroar has a nerve. What did I change? Oh, jeez. No wonder everything was weird. I was down here changing stuff. All right, cool. All right, Pyroar gets Flamethrower. Hyper Beam. Jeez. I guess High West High Reward. Will-O-Wisp and Echoed Voice. Okay. And then the ace is Blaziken. Blazikenite with the ability Speed Boost. And then it knows Blaze Kick, I Jump Kick, Bulk Up, and Rock Tomb. Blaze Kick. High Jump. Kick, Jump Kick. A Jump Kick. Bulk Up. And Rock Tomb. Okay. Alright, and then we have Valerie, who needs to come on over. She has 4 pawns. This is where I added them on. And she's a ghost type gym leader. So she has Chandelure. Is it EL? It is Chandelure. At 38, which is not 38, it's 43. At Focus Sash. Its ability is not Gale Wings. It does not get that. It is Infiltrator. And it has Flame Burst, Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Memento. I was crazy. All right, and then she has a Trevenant with Citrus Berry. Trevenant's 44. At Citrus Berry. Ability is Harvest. And it knows Curse Leech Seed. Whoops. Razor Leaf and Shadow Claw. Okay. It's gonna be funny to, if we ever do this, to see all this. Yo, what's up, B? It's all the ping, and it was the Stream Elements thing, which is funny. I'm a little concerned now that it's not showing the Twitch stuff. Also, if you're watching, has any of the frames or anything? I'm not seeing any frame drops. I'm not seeing any issues. Everything seems to be running max speed, which is good. All right, this is Dusclops Eviolite. At level 45. It's where they all start having items that went in to make it difficult. And then you have Shadow Claw. I know one of the moves is probably Will-O-Wisp, which taking a guess. Shadow Sneak. Oh, I don't. Shadow Sneak. Cover. Oh my gosh, I was dirty with this set. And I Brick Break for normal types. Yeah, Dusclops is going to be stupid. All right, and then the ace is Banette. Banette. Level 46. At Banette height. With the ability. Cursed Body. And its moves are Will-O-Wisp, Wisp, is that the bug? It's all bug flying around. I think I just killed it. Amazing. It's Will-O-Wisp, Shadowclaw, Knockoff, and Embargo. If you didn't know, or if you haven't been paying attention to the server and the Twitch and the Twitter, I did get my first shiny in my Ultra Sun playthrough. Which was Shenron or Bagon. She has 4 Mons. Again. She starts with a Choice Scarf Hypno. That's crazy. No, she's still a user, a psychic user. I think I only flipped 2, and I flipped them because when I was doing this, I was having the IC people give me their Elite Four teams. And so we had some of the typings picked from the list, so that's why there are certain things that are changed. So I believe we have an electric user in the Elite Four and let's see, it's water, grounds, electric, and dark. I think that's the Elite Four. Some of the other typings got pawned out. That's what I'm trying to say. Shadow Ball and Poison Gas. Poison Gas is so random. Here it is. This is Darmanitan at 52. At Assault Vest. Ability is Zen Mode. And I did 2 of each. I'm sure it's on there. So you have Fire Punch, Super Power. I believe it's Psychic and Fire Blast, yeah. Okay, and after Darm is Mr. Mime, which I believe she had already. I just didn't keep it for some reason. This game is meant to be a little bit harder than normal, which is why you see some levels increased with certain mons. That's just how it is. Oh, and then she gets level 30 IVs in all of hers. I think that might be a bit excessive with what I'm doing. And then Medicham. 54. At Medichamite. Ability is Pure Power. And if it moves, you have high. I think high jump kick is hyphenated. I know I did that for Blaziken. Thunder Punch. Yeah. If you guys give me characters, I will put them in the game also. Then Headbutt and Poison Jab. And I think I will do, if you want to have IVs increased, I think I'll give you 20. Just so you're a little bit better. But we'll do 20. Yeah, we'll do 20. I don't want to make it too difficult. All right, and then final leader is Volfric, which has 4 Mons. We lead with not Abomasnow. Lead with Jinx. I like how they all kind of have ties into each other, just a little bit. Jinx is 56 at Life Orb. That's a crazy build. Ability is Oblivious. Nose. Ice Beam, Psychic. Shadow Ball. And Draining Kiss. Okay. That's crazy that the only person whose ace got a higher bid was the was Olympia's. That's funny. He does still have a Cryogonal at 58. I think your only ability is Levitate, but I'm gonna put it in here in case. Elf leftovers. Ability. Levitate. With the moves. You don't have Ice Beam, you have Reflect. You have Acid Armor. Recover. Freeze. Dry for water types, and Reflect, I believe. What I gave you. Yes. Yes. Your Avalugg becomes a Delibird. At 59, I believe. 58. Do you have an item? Focus Ash. I tried not to give them the same item, I believe. Ability is Hustle. I wanted to make you better. You have Fake Out. Ice Shard. Aerial Ace. And Ice Punch. I'm actually going to give you more IVs. I'm going to give you all 28. Because I feel like if I don't, you're going to suck. And then your ace is Abomasnow. At level 60. And Abomasite. The ability. Snow Warning. And the moves. Because it will turn into Slush Rush, I think, or something, or Snow Cloak or something. I don't remember what I gave it when it evolves. Woodhammer. Ice Beam. We have Mixed Ingrain. And Earthquake. And we're going to do all 25. We'll make you a little bit stronger. Alright, so that is all the Elite Four. That is all of the regular trainers. Or all the gym trainers besides Grant, I think. For some reason Grant's not here. Alright, and we keep moving. These are in alphabetical? Question mark? Definitely doesn't seem like it. I'm fine with all those Pokemon. I want to give you, if you're an ace trainer, I feel like you should have good Pokemon. I'm going to do Elekid and Magby. And then having two. I don't know what I want to give you, man. Let's go back and look at some of our early areas. Well, there's some cool things we could do. I like Purloin Pit of. I thought about that, doing from the same region. Alright, Scatterbug Fletchling, I don't have a problem with that. You have Zigzagoon. The Rattata needs to go again. Here's where I can put Smoochum. So no, it's not there. That's fine. But I think you have Hardened Tackle, so you can have a move. I'm fine with those. I'm fine with those. I'm fine with those. I'm fine with those. I'm fine with the Pikachu. I'm fine with Goldie Meryl. I'm fine with Flabebe. And with Kakuna Combi. I'm fine with Pansage, Pansear, Panpour. This is the one I might want to change. Pidgey Metapod. Oh, sorry. I'm going to change this to Dunsparce Tyrogue. We haven't seen it. You have a Farfetch. We'll keep Bidoof. Unfortunately, Bunnelby's okay. Skitty is fine. Caterpie Azurill is fine. Magikarp. I'm going to change that to Remoraid. It'll be just as bad, but it's a little bit different. A level 13 Kadabra, that's a little tough, but I think that's fine. Fine with that. Fine with that. Fine with that. I'm fine with that. Just has a Lucario. I don't want you to have a Lucario. What about a Gyarados? Sure. Sharpedo Gardevoir, Pichu Pikachu. I'm gonna give you an extra Pokemon. And I'm gonna give you a Raichu. Because I want to be funny. We'll do Metapod. Burn me Metapod, I think Kakuna would be a funny pair. Okay. 2 Furfrou, definitely don't want both. We can remove the moves, the custom moves from Furfrou. We're not gonna have 2 Furfrou. it'd be fun to have like I don't know what's a fun double pair. I don't think anyone has +1. Let's do +1 mining. Gardner Wheaton. All these guys have Corphish. That's crazy. I don't like that at all. They're gardeners too. I definitely want them to have other Pokemon. So they can look a little different. But they all have freaking Corphish. We do need to remove the movesets, so we don't accidentally give them Corphish movesets. What other flower Pokemon can we put here? We can put Cherubi. I like that. Ugh. What level do you get a Nuzleaf? At 14. You can do Seedot. It's not a terrible Pokemon. Alright, Gardener, another grass type potentially. I like the idea of it being Cacnea, because it's like because they're bad. Alright, and then here's Grants. So we need to do some changes with Grant. I believe Grant has 3 Pokemon. I just don't remember what the 3 Pokemon are. No, he does have 3. Alright, so Grant has 3. He starts with Carbank. At 24. Yep. That's Salak Berry. Ability is Sturdy. And knows Stealth, Rock, Dazzling Gleam, Smackdown, and Reflect. Yes, they're all 18. Very interesting. I guess. Oh, they all are all 18. Never mind. I'm just being stupid. Then he's Geodude with Lychee Berry. And I did think about this when we were doing it. That you would have passed the berry farm, so this is kind of a nod to that. Sturdy. Also, I wanted the double Sturdy, which is funny. I find that just to be funny, that I wanted double Sturdy. Alright. Rock Throw. You probably have Bulldoze. You Bulldoze. Doze. Fire Punch. Thunder Punch. For grass and water types. Then your third Pokemon is your Ace. I don't remember what it is. Boldor. Right. Yeah, the whole gimmick of this is that they all have sturdy, which you can get around with Mold Breaker Pancham. Which is another reason why it's good here. But they all have berries that make use of that if you one-shot them. So I like that added element. And as I said, it's a nod back to the berry farms that you pass on your way to get to him. Taurus. So let's get an outside maybe, Mon. What's a Mon that could go in here? I like, we could do Kricketot. I think it doesn't evolve that early. If it does, Kricketune cool. It does evolve at 10. So Kricketune. So we're doing Sinnoh Pokemon. This could be the Shinx lady. Actually, let me do Luxio at 15. All right. A 3 set. We already have the elemental monkey trio. What other trio could we try? What's up, Jibby? What would be funny to pair together? What if we do cats? Let's do the cats. We can do cats. So Meowth. Glameow. And what's another cat Pokemon? Could do Espeon, I guess, or one of the evolutions. There's got to be another cat Pokemon. Oh, Purloin, duh. That's a good one. How you doing, though? So another set of Pokemon that's outside of the region. I don't really like that setup. Let's do Sawaddle. Sorry. Would it be Levani at that level? Level 20? It's not, so it'd be Swadloon. Whirlipede. I believe Whirlipede still is not evolved at it's actually still Venipede, funnily enough. Okay, I am doing stuff. Hey, if you want to give me, you know, your character, that'd be great. What other thing do I put in here though? Swadloon, Venipede. Is there a Cocoon Pokemon in because Hoenn only has Dustox and Beautifly, right? Yeah. let's stick with Gen 5. What's the Gen 5 Pokemon that goes in here with these guys? That's a tough thing to say, honestly. Not really sure. Let's do Minchino. We don't have a Minchino yet. All right, definitely switching this one. I will keep everything but the Pachi. I mean, everything but Drifloon, sorry. So we're looking, you know, Sinnoh. You don't necessarily have a fire type yet, so I kind of want to stray away from doing that. But we could do Shellos. That's fine. We don't want to do Throw. We'll do Scraggy Machoke. And we will do Sock and Throw. I don't have a Fletch. We do not have that yet. The Sentret yet. Hoot. Can go here. I don't think I have a Baneri trainer. We do have +1 mining down here. So wherever I did them earlier, I need to remove them. What could go here? How about Chansey and no. We want Cleffa and Igglybuff. Igglybug. Alright, mining. Dunkashin. Maybe we switch back at 100. Esper. Solosis, maybe. I like the Smeargles with random movesets. I'm gonna keep those. Furrysode. You should have a fairy type. I'll give you Cleffa 2. Breeder Bowen should have. This would be good to find good egg moves for the breeders. That would be what I want. So let's think of some Pokemon. It would also be cool to do. I'm going to do Munchlax and Happiny here. And I need to figure out movesets if there's anything. Thanks for the ad. Appreciate the ad. Moves. Breed. All right. Moves. I want Metronome. We will go Helping Hand. Counter. Presence. And because it's funny, we'll give them perfect IVs. That's kind of crazy to do perfect IVs, but it's fine. It'll be okay. This is just gonna be a hard fight with babies. That's a thing, right? Hard fight with babies. Munchlax, breeding moves. You get Zen Headbutt. It does. You get Zen Headbutt. Curse. We give it self-destruct, which would be funny. Do I want to give it any level 1 moves? Stick. It's funny if we just give it straight up overpowered stuff. Like, I'll give it tackle. Nah, we give it funny stuff. Give it funny stuff. Give it funny stuff. I like counter actually really well for you. There you go. All right, more breeder. As we said, when we get to 100, we will flip back to the encounters. We have 4 Pokemon. Again, funny haha things to breed. What are good breeding Pokemon? That sounds terrible. I want to do Skitty, Wailord. So we'll do Skitty and Wailmer. And we are going to give them moves. That you can have. We'll give you Fake Out, Simple Beam, Fake Tears, because I'm crazy, and Uproar. Everything gets fun moves. You get fun moves. You get fun moves. It is fun to do this. All right, breed. We're gonna do Aqua Ring. Soak is fun. Then Headbutt. I don't want to give it Fissure because I feel like that's evil. We'll give it Body Slam. But and I said 31 for all of these. There's the bred. They're perfectly bred. The question becomes, what else? What else in Gen? I guess you're themed to Gen 3, so we should keep you with Gen 3 stuff. What other cool things can we do in Gen 3 with breeding? I don't think much, honestly. Boom, bling, bump, boom, bling. I kind of want Swablu and Trapinch on this team. So I'm going to do that. And we'll just see what we get. Not Vibrava, Swablu's moveset. That's crazy. Dragon Rush Steel Wing immediately. Roos. But I'm gonna give you Power Swap because it's funny. See, this is what we have to do. We have to think about everything. I wonder if Pokemon sits down and does this stuff. I doubt it, but sure. Bug bites. It's one of your moves. What else do you get? You get Gust, which is hilarious. We can go Quick Attack. That's funny. Earth Power is one. Does she have Stem? I like Flail as the last move. All right, we can give you some different Pokemon, Mr. Fisherman, with all tentacles. Thank you. I'm gonna give you Meryl. Shelter Staryu fine. Clauncher Carvanha's fine. Wingull Psyduck is okay. We'll change the Psyduck here then. Finneon is fine, I guess. I don't feel like you would swim with a Masquerain, honestly. That just feels out of place to me. We give you a Love Disc. We haven't seen it yet. Love Disc, thanks. A level 30 Tentacruel. What would be fun here? Water type that could fit here. You could do on my, well, I think Milotic might be a little crazy. I like Hunt. Let's do Huntail. Scalphorsey, that's fine. I don't feel like there's we'll do Octillery and Mantine. I like that pair. All right, and we will put here for this one too. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back, and we will go back to Wild Encounters and continue making our way forward there. So give me just a moment. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Get some backs in chat. Yeah, as I was saying, like, if any of you want to give me ideas for some characters, anything like that, let me know. I'd be glad to put you in the game. If you have it all figured out. All right, so we made it. I probably want to like put here out there so I can see it. This is gonna be harder to do. All right, we're back to the routes. We are on Route 6, which is some rough terrain encounters. That's 6. It's not going to Partham Palace, is it? It's Palas Lane. It is going to Partham Palace. So that is true. We don't have any oddish anywhere else. But we need to do some bell sprouts too. If we're gonna put oddish there. I forget what I ripped, if it was if I ripped X or if I ripped Y. I probably ripped Y. If one took a guess, it would probably be that I ripped Y. Honestly. I'm gonna put Tangela here. Yep. We had Sentret in a previous route, I believe. No, Sentret's first appearance is here. So we will leave Sentret here. We leave Honedge, we leave Kecleon. I'm fine with that. My question is, there's no according to my decks, there's 2 rustling bush encounters, which I'm fine if they're Venipede and Audino, but I probably want to find those. Venipede. Interesting. They're not in here at all, which is crazy to me. Okay, well, Route 7's continuing down then. Volbeat and Lamises, we don't need them again. Here. I can put Lombre back, I guess. I think it would be evolved by that point. Can we stop getting ads? I hate the ads on this stupid thing. Lombre evolves at 14, so it will not be Lombre, it'll be Lotad still. I will put C-Dot here too. Just so they're both here. Swirlix, Smeargle, Ducklet. We can drop. We'll keep Roselia. I'm gonna make Smeargle a lower percentage. What's up, Gaming Inc? Make Smeargle the essentially 5%. And then we will put Squirrelex. What's the opposite of that? Spritzy. In that spot. Cool. That is grass. So now we have to look at all the flower colors. And I think we have to include, yeah, Spritzy. I ripped X because Y is Spritzy and it was not showing up. But I don't. Okay, so flowers, they're all the same. It's literally same encounters, which is funny to me. Besides Flabebe. We said Flabebe. Form 1 is yellow. So we will keep the level, we will keep that Flabebe. And only that Flabebe. What's the white one? White is 4, right? Yes. So we'll give you a yellow and a white. Okay, but that is all we're giving you. That's the same. So yellow, we have purple, so this should be blue, which is 3 and 4. Reds. There are no red flowers. 3, 4, and I'm gonna give you 0 because red and blue make purple. And I guess I'll give you orange. For your troubles. Alright, well that's it. What flower Pokemon would be in like flowers? You know? What would be in flowers and not out in the wild? I like I like the idea of Roselia being in only in the purple flowers. So we'll drop the Crogunks. And we can remove Roselia from the route. Well, what goes in Roselia's place on this route? Good question. Good question. What goes in Roselia's place on this route? I'm not sure. I really have no idea. I mean, I know Hoppip is a horde encounter. I like Hoppip, but it needs to be a Skiploom needs to be a yellow flower exclusive. Or Hoppip needs to be a yellow flower exclusive because it won't be high enough level. Okay, so that's what we can do in the yellows. Is we took out the ones behind the Volbeat and the Volbeat for Hoppip. And the Illumise. Hoppip. We need to take Roselia off the route. So what do we put here is the first question before we go any further into like putting Pokemon out there. I lied because I thought of another good Pokemon to put in yellow. Croagunt's on the route, so we can. I'm gonna put Sunkern in the flowers. What would go out here? I'm just not getting any good ideas right now for me to put on this little route. It is the daycare. I would like, let me put Slack off here. I think that's an okay encounter. Also, we can't see the entire list because the thing is too big. All right, so the edge of the screen is, oh, you can't even see the edge of the screen on your list too. Haha. It just huge. There's just so much on this list. I guess I could have made the window smaller so it fits. Well, I can see everything. You can see most things, so that's how it's going to stay. So we got Slack off. There. You have 2 shots of Croagunk. Smeargle's here twice. We have a lot of shots of Croagunk. I mean, Spritzy and Swirlix are both 10. I'm gonna put Ducklet in for the 5% too. And we'll move on from there. Okay, so Hoppips. Do we want Swirlix to be found in the flowers too? I don't think so. More Flabébés, jeez. At 1, 4, and 2. This is yellow. Oh. Yeah, 1, 4, and 2. I'm okay with them being there. Like, what other things would be in flowers? I'm gonna have this problem a lot, I have a feeling. That I wouldn't have put out here. Oh, I can mark caught. That's funny. This could be where we start introducing the starters from Unova. We put in some of these rare, some like Snake in the Flowers. So the 5% could be Snivy in both patches. I'm fine with that. I have Ducklet in here too. The Ducklet can be Sunkern. What Ducklet in the stupid flowers? I'll do the same here. And then Smeargle. Flabébé makes sense. Hoppip makes sense. Swirlix, Smeargle do not. Roselia does, but I don't want Roselia in this flower patch. I'm gonna put, let me put Beedrill. Give you another shot at Beedrill. I will keep Roselia in the purple. I like Roselia for the purple. Okay, so Flabébé, this Roselia needs to go. To something else. Again, what do I put in the thing? I could do Petlil. That'd be good. In the purple slots. This Flabébé, Hoppip, Hoppip. So this should be Petlil, Petlil. We have Swirlix again. Smeargle, Sunkern. Roselia is correct. Snivy, Flabébé. Okay. So the only thing is, what are we switching Swirlix and Smeargle for in the patches? We don't have Cottony in anything either. I like that. So drop Swirlix for Cottony. In both. The question becomes, do I need to put Petlil in the other grass patch? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right, then what do we get Smeargle out of here for? I just don't know. I mean, I guess it's not terrible that it's there, honestly, but it just doesn't feel like it should be. We could do Shelmet and Karrablast. I like that. Has it 2 L's? It's 1. Yes, this is the order. Shelmet and Karrablast. All right, so that takes care of all of that. Now we need to look at the hordes. So we have Hoppip and Poppip, Petlil, and we'll put Cottony in this. So they all have a shot. Psyduck, 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 and Psyduck. I like Ducklet as well. Psyduck's not even in this route. I think it was, but I got rid of it. Yeah, so let's go Ducklet. Croagunk. We're getting all the Pokemon that are in the routes. Lotad. I should put Seedot. Actually, Seedot's not in this route. We'll do Slakoth and Smeargle. Smeargle. I think I put an extra C in Slack off up here. No, I did not. We did not put Swirlix in. Or Spritzy. I'm okay with that, honestly. We can put them in the Hoppip one. That way we get the variety. All right, and then the Roselia one should be the rare encounters. So we need Snivy in this, at least. Snivy, Roselia, Beedrill should be part of this one. We do not have Carablast, and we could put Carablast and like that. Carablast and Shelmet in here to give it the rarities. All right, there we go. Cool. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, you like all that fun stuff. Route 8, bunch of Drifloons. This is the hill, I believe. I believe that's what Route 8 is. I don't want to see an ad for Pokemon TCG Pocket. I want to open my freaking decks. Route 8 is Mural Coast. Which is the hill. And I honestly really like the encounters on this route. Besides maybe giving some more options. Besides just Drifloon 30% of the time. I mean, it is the high percent. Drifloon 30, Absol 10, Bagon 5, Mienfoo 10, Zangoose 10. I want to throw Bagon's 5. Bagon's 4 and 1. I'm going to take Inkay's spot and make that Larvitar. And then I will put Inkay as one of the 10%. The Spunk is 20. So we have 20, we have a 20, 20, a 10. We have a 20, a 20, 2 10s, 3 10s. The Viper and Zangoose are going to be version exclusive. So we have Zangoose in this one. So one of our Spoinks. Zangoose is level 14. So the Spoink 14 needs to go to the Viper. Okay. Noted. The rare percentage can be... I also can make that Larvitar. Not that we're going to be getting that. Instead of Dwebble being every percentage, how about Aeron? How about Sableye? Oh, I could do Sableye. Let's do Geodude. He hasn't shown up yet. Let's remove Larvitar. And I'm going to put Rhyhorn in here. Don't need Double Binnacle. All right, and then we're back to our flower situation again. We have Tailo as a route encounter. Is it before this? No, Santaloon Forest. Okay. So otherwise, you're just telling me it's a random thing that's here. Right? Nope. I think we're Route 7. This is where we were. We did the Krogunk Snivy stuff. We were here. I'm gonna put Wingle out here. I know it's a horde encounter. Well, I want it to be found up here too, maybe like roosting or something. I think it's fair. 10, 10, 10, 10. 10 for Survivor, 10 for Absol, 10 for Mienfu. There's another Inkay spot here. I didn't see Inkay here. And Zangoose is also 10. Inkay is a 15, 10, and 10. I swapped it from the 5. Okay. I'm also going to put Aron here as a 10%. I think that's fair. All right, Rock Smash is done. Yellow Flowers. Why do we always have to have flowers, bro? I don't want to get lazy on them. There's only yellow, so it doesn't need to have like crazy different stuff in it, but honestly, it's all the same stuff. So, the Zangoose Seviper thing is correct. Barring there needs to be one more Seviper. Sorry, I was looking at the hordes. The Taylor horde needs to go. But other than that, we're fine. Yeah, what goes in Yellow Flowers this time? I don't think we need to put Mienfu back in here. We do need to do Flabebe. I think Flabebe has to be in every flower, in my opinion. I feel like it just needs to be there. It evolves at 19, so it would not be evolved yet. But the yellow flower, again, Flabebe yellow is 1. So 1 and 4 go in here. Flabebe 1. Flabebe 4. Alright, then what goes in flowers? I'm honestly okay with the 1% Bagon. We're gonna put Larvitar at 4%. And we will make Aron the 5%. Other than that, I don't think any of these Pokemon really belong here. So what goes? And have we done everything at this point? That I think goes in flowers. That's kind of crazy. It's honestly crazy that there's this many flowers. We can do Nincada in flowers. I'm okay with that taking up to 20%. Yeah, I don't like Absol Spoink in here. Honestly. I like Gulpin can come back in here. I think there's a Gulpin route later. Maybe not. Gulpin, these nuts. And take one. I'm okay with the Spoink. I know it's in the overworld, but I'm okay with it. Cacnea has a yellow flower. Cacnea can be in here too. Cacnea. I'm not a fan of NK or Zangoose being in here, so what else goes in? Also, you can throw out suggestions if you want. I kind of want, I don't really know where to put Chingling, so I think this is a good spot for Chingling. It's an okay spot for Chingling. I hit caps lock. I also don't want to just put yellow Pokemon here, but there are some things that I'm like, hey, this really needs to be. Oh, Yanma is one we don't have yet. I don't know if Yanma would be here, though. More of a lake Pokemon to me than a random hill cliff guy. Same with Maractus. We need to put that somewhere too. We don't have a Deerling spot. I'm okay with Deerling here. I think that covers that issue. Okay, so now when you look at rods, Love Disc is all old rod. I'm gonna do Remoraid. And the rare will be Feebas. The good rod is Clauncher, Staryu, and I will do Timpole. I like that. That's a river Pokemon to me though. I like Clamperl. Quillfish, Clawitzer, Starmie. Right, because there's version exclusives here. It's supposed to be. It's at the coast. So we're missing Shelter and we're missing Skrelp because of this. So that's Good Rod and Super Rod. And so they will be the 5%. Skrelp. Which I kind of want to do Cloyster. And then we can put Skrelp in the water. At the 15%. And then I did get Feebas. I will put Feebas out here too. This is Surf. I want Wingull to be on the Surf menu. Wilmer, I want to save to later probably, so I can do. No, I can leave Wilmer as a 1%. That's fine. Horde A. We did the Zangusa Viper. So Horde A, Horde B, Horde C stuff. Not sure what that helps us do. Let me look at hordes in X and Y. Four and one. I'm thinking Tauros need to be somewhere. I need to look at Route 8. Kalos. It's not really telling me anything about where the hordes are. I just want to know where they can happen. Can you do them on water? Grass and caves. Okay. So I don't think the water one happens. I think that's why it's Wingull, probably. So we can swap that out with just the routes. Drifloon. We have Wingull in here. This should be Inkay. I like it to be a host of everything that we're getting here. Boink. And then Abs. Probably, maybe Mienfoo. Absol. I'm gonna do Mienfoo. And then in the Zangusa Viper one, I'm gonna throw Absol in there. Then Horde C gives us Aaron. Larvitar. Bagon. Bacon. Then give me some of the other rare ones like Rhyhorn. And Geodude. So we can have the rare encounter one spawn. All right, Route 9 is the rocky route, where I definitely want to put some of these Pokemon that we didn't get fully in here. Sandow's 40% on this route. That's crazy. Geodude, definitely. Rhyhorn, definitely on this route. Hippopotas, fine by me. I'm gonna go Stunfisk. I like the Helioptile percentages at 6. I'm gonna put Aeron here as well. What other Pokemon would be out here on this rocky cliff? I'm not sure. Ow. That hurt. I mean, Helioptile has a 5-10, is a 19% chance to spawn. I'll take one more away for Larvitar. I like it here too. So other like rocky ground Pokemon that would be out in that area. I know Ferrothorn's coming. I think this would be a good place for Diglett. Although they're cave Pokemon, not just out in the wild. So we'll save Diglett for the cave that's coming up. Rocky Hill Pokemon. If I was thinking like Rocky Hill, I would say maybe Onix, but Onix is a... Oh, Skarmory would be a good one. Nice early Skarmory would be crazy. I would say Onix, but Onix should be a cave Pokemon. It's like, that's the hard part with like rock types. Fanfy? Fanfy could be out here. I like Fanfy out here. Sandile still, you know, the most percentage at 20. Helioptile 15. That feels like a good set to me. There's no flowers, there's no rods, there's no hordes. So we are clean. With that, Route 10 is the other side of Solage. So we need to think about that. The rocks, I like the Golets. I like Sigilif. Hawlucha definitely needs to be here. Schnubble. I need to take one of them away for Electrike. Because I know we're not getting Electrike. Let's see what other version exclusives are on 10. It's just Houndour Electrike. And Nosepass is a horde, but not in the route. So we need to put Nosepass on the route. Proper. 2 Golets, Sigilif, Hawlucha at 20, Schnubble, Emolga. Let's give Eevee the 9%. And Emolga can take the Hawlucha one. And then I should have a rarer Pokemon here. What would go here? There is flowers to be had too. What fits this horde of Pokemon? I do need to get the other starters in at some point. That I'm missing, so this could be Tepig. And I need Oshawott somehow. I mean, I don't have anything. Maybe I take Eevee off of here. Give 2 Tepig. 2 Oshawott. Give the 5% to Oshawott. And then we can take away Golets. One of Golets for Eevee. I don't need it to be super rare. So Eevee, Nosepass, Golett, Sigilif, Electrike, Emolga, Hawlucha, Schnubble, Houndour, Oshawott, Tepig. Very cool. And we're back to yellow flowers again. What level does Flabebe evolve? 19. This will be Floette. And again, with that, Floette 1 is yellow. We need another Floette. And that needs to be 4 for white. And then more stuff to go in there. Hey, we need more flower Pokemon, guys. Woo. I want to put Deerling in here too, because I don't feel like we got enough of Deerling. So that's going to be in here too. I don't mind Houndour or Electrike again. I don't mind Eevee being in here. For higher percentages, I do not want Golett or Sigilif. So we need to switch those out. Nothing is coming to mind though to put in here. I'm looking through. We could put Fletchinder in here too. Maybe. That's fine. I like that better than what we had. And maybe some Wingull up here too. Yeah, that's fine. Wingull can go here. Hawlucha's fine. Emolga's fine. And I will do some Flora. The 1%. Okay, the hordes. So we have Nosepass. I like Nosepass. Golett. Sigilif. For the common one. And then do Electrike and... I mean, Houndour is the rare. So maybe not Electrike and Houndour. We could do Schnubble and Hawlucha. Okay. Yanma makes no sense here. Oh, this actually would be a great route for Yanma. To be fair. Let's get rid of this stupid rat. Actually, no, let's get rid of the stupid rat from the flowers. This would be a good route for Yanma, and the same with Hawlucha. So we can do Yanma, we can have Eevee. We can have more of the hidden stuff that's in the plants. I don't mind having double Yanma. What else comes in? Wingull, Fletchinder. Okay, then Houndour, Electrike. Is the final horde. and a Sunflora. Okay, that feels good to me. So we can have the random Sunflora. I guess it should be a Sunkern. I'll put Sunkern. I don't know anyone would want to choose that, but it is the rare encounter on this route. We've kind of made some distance, honestly. Just doing this. I think I will do, let's get Route 11 done and then we will call it. So Route 11 is Mirror Way, which is the little route before we go into the cave. So a lot of fighting types here. I'm going to put Aipom. For sure. I know it says Hariyama, but Makuhita is actually evolves at 24. So it should be Makuhita. We can have, if we have a 24, we could put Hariyama there. 22, 23, 22, 23. No, there's no 24. So it should not be a Hariyama. Socks are Ching. This is where Chingling is. I'm gonna swap it for Bronzong, so I don't have to go back and find it. We have two Socks. It needs to be Sock and Throw. I get it, they're version exclusive, but I need to have them both here. I don't mind Nidorino. But let me give Nidorina a 10% instead of a 5%. You have the Dene at 1. I'm fine with Staravia. What else goes here? What else goes here? In this little alcove before a cave. I mean, I could throw him a chop here, considering we do not have it yet anywhere. It is in the game, so that's fine. We can throw him a chop in at a 5%. There's no flowers, there's no fishings, and that's just hordes. Does it say what the hordes could be? 60% at 11. I think we're okay. And then it's Stunky Starly. I'm okay with Nidorina being that one. But we're gonna change this up a bit. Aipom. Makuhita. Sock. Throw. Stunky. And then I don't mind Starly. I think we need Machop also represented here. The Dene should be in this as well. don't mind another Starlu Machop. Port. All right. Good progress. If I just type here over and over again, maybe I'll see that they stopped here. Honestly, let me just type here and then here, because if I type here, it'll show back up. But I think we made good progress on that. Do we want to throw a couple more out in this area? Probably is okay. Get a couple more. I really like the moves, the Pokemon here. I'm gonna swap you to Electrike because I think it's funnier that way. Actually, no. You can go back to Scraggy. This should be Electrike. Electrike. And I honestly don't know what its ability is in this game. It can have static or lightning rod. It should have static. Should be forced to static. Okay. Oh, you have an Electrike. I'll give you some other stuff. I want to do Yanma and Makuhita here. A fan of that. Krogunk, I do not need another Gulpin. What would be right around here? This would be the Geosenge. Let's do Golett. And I know this is on the next routes, but we want to do... We can leave Metatite. I want to do Sigilyph. Mr. Mime with Choke. Fine by me. Colossus and Muna. That's fine with me there. Sky Trainer. I'm okay with Mantike and Jumpluff. Sky Trainer Orion. Ledian, fine. Skiplim Swoobat, that's fine. Emolga Wingle Staravia, fine. Ranger Brook, I do not want to do Wormadam. We'll do Rhyhorn here, just to give it a little bit. Can I have a level 31 Houndoom? I believe I can. Houndoom evolves like a 20 something, right? Yeah, 24. Because it's Gloom and Doom. Get it? That was it's terrible, but it's funny to me. Who's a Gloom and Doom? Oh, Ranger Nelly. Well, I really like Twiggy as one. I'll put Twiggy here. And I like Semi-Sage is fine for you. Have. We're gonna drop Carnivine for Nuzleaf. Why does a Hex Maniac have a Rattata? Fairy Tail Girl, why do you have... I'm gonna give her an Eevee because that's funny to me. I'm not sure what these are. But it's interesting that they're so terrible. Okay, another Team Flare Grunt. What do I want to give you though? Don't really want to give you Electrite Krogunk. I feel like we've seen that too much. I don't know. But Electric Krogunk makes me feel like we're on the route we just did. Let's do Nidorino Arena. Don't feel like we have that. Sorry, Nido Reno. So I don't feel like we have those. And then what do we want to give Calum? What is Calum's team? So like I know it's Mega Absol. The rivals team. Okay, fine, whatever. He probably does have a team. The catching tutorial. What does he catch? He catches a Bunnelby. So he should have. I want to give him Bunnelsby / Diggersby. Because I feel like he should have that. He evolves at 20. So we'll drop Esper for Bunnelby. And he's gonna get huge power. Bunnelby. Just happened to catch a super one. We need to get rid of Absol, not because I want to, but because it needs to happen. And this is where we start thinking about because obviously they're here, but this is going to be the Mega, so they should have the starter that's good against you. So this should be Combuskin. This should be Marsh Stomp. This should be Grovyle. And I'm gonna give them the other starter too. Do I want to give them their hidden? Do I want to give hidden ability starters to Calum and Serena? That's a good question. Do I want to give hidden ability starters to Calum and Serena? I think it'd be cool. I mean, we don't often get to see them. But are we like looking at Unburdened Grovyle? Dang. Ah, my eye. Yeah, I'm fine with that. They get hidden ability. I think your Storm Drain, maybe. I don't remember what hidden ability Marshtomp is. Is it Storm Drain? It's damp. Oh, but we might have changed it. Let's look here before we do that. Marsh. Yes, we did change hidden abilities from Marshtomp to Rain Dish. So you are Rain Dish. You are. There's no changes to Swampert. Oh no. Mega Sceptile is Defiant. Grovyle is Defiant instead of Unburden. I thought those did change. Yeah, I spelled it right. And then I believe we did not change Torchics. No, so they are still speed boost. All right, and so they should have the starter that's good against yours. So this is grass, so we're gonna give them the Kalos starter that's good against your Pokemon. So this is grass. Sorry, because they picked the weak one to you, right? Or they picked the one that's good against you. If you choose Chespin, they have Braixen, so they pick the one that's good against you. Okay, so this is grass, so they should have the water. They should have the water one, which is Frogadier. I just don't remember to spell it. Frogadier. Gadier. That's how you spell it. And they should have another ability than what they have. They're also going to be hidden abilities. Oh, geez. Do I even want to give hidden ability with Protean? That would be a no. We're not giving you this instant ability. That would be ridiculous if you pick Sceptile, because you would have to deal with Protean, Greninja, and Speed Boost Blaziken. Yeah, we're not doing that to anybody. Jeez. All right, so this is the grass one, so you get Chess. That's Quilladin. Kind of interesting how that played out. And we don't need to look at your ability. We know it's Overgrow. And then you get Braixen with Blaze. Cool. Now we gotta find Serena. Yep. Yeah. Serena. So we should probably finish out her team. Calum. Up. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of Calum fights. All right. This is the last one that we did. All right, it's Serena. So I kind of want to keep true to to the uses. So I'm gonna go down here. Calum slash Serena final team. And we are deciding it's Diggersby. Huge power. Every single time it's Diggersby huge power. They end up with, they have an evolution. So if it's, so we need to look back at this list before we continue this. So I think we give them the type evolution they don't have. So the first one would be, so it's fire, water, grass across the board. At that point, so it would be Leafeon. Doesn't matter what their abilities are. I don't think Chlorophyll matters that much, or Leaf Guard. In case we do happen, we'll give you Chlorophyll. Or, so that's grass, fire. With guts. Or Vaporeon with hydration. Okay, and then I need to check Leaf Guard's ability is Flower Gift. Okay. Larion doesn't get anything new. Vaporeon's hidden ability is Rain Dish. I did think that changed. And so I'm glad we see that. So that gives them a Fire, Water, Grass core every single time. But what else should their team be? I mean, they caught the Bunnelby at the beginning, so I'm giving them that. They have a Fletchling. I do not want to give them a Fletchling. They don't want to double the fire types. They drop it early, though. Absol's their Mega Evolution. Let's just see what their final team is. The Victory Road team. So they have Altaria. We have Psychic Dark, Dragon Flying, and then an evolution. I do not mind Altaria. I don't think it's anywhere else. No, it's not anywhere else. Yeah. Altaria is kind of nutty. Altaria is kind of nutty. I don't want to give him 2 huge power mons. That's just crazy. What other fun things did I change up here? I don't see anything crazy yet. They should have a steel type. I like the idea of... I don't think we have an Aegislash. No. Although it'd be weird for the AI to do that, maybe. But it is not anywhere. I'm okay with them having Aegislash at the end. No, we went too far. Do you think that's fair? I don't hate the typing. Aegislash with stance change. And then their 2 starters. Which again are Frogadier, Combusken. Okay, so Greninja with Torrent. Chestnut with Overgrow and Delphox. That's also why we can't have a Psychic, Dark, or Fighting type on the team. Our Delphox with Blaze. And then we have the Hoenn starters, which if you picked, which she has the one that's strong against you, so this is Blaziken. Speed boost. Swampert. We did what, Rain Dish? I don't remember. Swampert is, yes, Rain Dish. And then you have a Sceptile with Defiance. I do not like Altaria anymore because Sceptile will be that'll be 2 dragon types. But honestly, the Diggersby is not great for me here with huge power, considering the catch Pokemon. I can always change that. So what's that first route? Catch Pokemon. I guess it's route 2. We could give her one of the birds. Did I do anything to I guess Starly? No, I didn't do anything to Starly. What about Hoot Hoot? Noctowl is psychic and flying. I'm okay with that, honestly. Give Serena Noctowl instead of Altaria. Give Serena and Caleb Noctowl. Although that's meant to be a later grab. And it would double type it. Yeah, we can't do Noctowl. Hmm. Because we cannot do dark. It cannot be a dark psychic fighting. It cannot be dark psychic fighting, or fighting ground or dragon. Which doesn't leave us a lot of typings. Yeah, they're all the same. I'm just like trying to think of something cool. I mean, their team also, we need to look at the spread of her team, so we should find what generation we should go with. Gen 6 is here. Gens 1 and 4. Gens 1, 4, 3, 6. I mean, I'm okay. I think probably we want a fairy type. We want a fairy type. The problem is it cannot be a fairy type that it cannot be the Altaria, unfortunately. I'm like Gardevoir, but it can't be Gardevoir either. Honestly, let me see what I don't get down here. We can't do Absol, Florges, Sylveon, Togekiss, Klefki, or Gardevoir. Doesn't leave us much in the terms of pretty good fairy type. I could do no, but can't do Asvie because it's a water type. Can't do Politoed. Water type as well. We could do Ghost Fairy. I did give Mischievous Ghost Fairy. I don't like that. Tough call. I could give him Celebi. Because why the heck not? Yeah, nothing's calling out to me for like a Pokemon to give them. We could give them Flygon for Bug Dragon, but again, we don't want a Dragon type. In case it's the Sceptile set. I do believe Mismagius is still a fairy type. Is the fairy type in this game, or I made it a fairy type rather. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to make every Pokemon like somewhat viable, which is really hard when you just have to have bad Pokemon. Yeah, where's the Mismagius? I don't have Mismagius on here. I mean, it would be a good one. Yes, it is Ghost Fairy. I really like that, but then I'd have to get rid of Aegislash. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Am I okay with that? I mean, you definitely want a fairy type to deal with it. I like Mismagius. I forget what I gave it. Nothing new. Ability-wise. It's just fun. Now I gotta go find it. I think it's levitate, right? Is that all it is? Yeah, just levitate. Ah. Then do we want Aegislash? Probably not. I mean, that's a fairy type. Ghost fairy, we don't need double ghost. Like, without Aegislash, what's the weakness? Water. I mean, we don't have an electric type. But every team should have a grass type. So water's not a weakness. I mean, we're covered with fighting. Let's just think of every type. Fire, water, grass covered. We do not have we have a ground type for electric. We have a ground type for rock. We have a fighting type for rock on most teams. We have ground type for steel. I'm just gonna pull up a list so I don't forget a type, because I will forget a type. Man, I'm sorry I'm on so long. Oh, that one doesn't show me types. I just want to finish this. Bug, fire, our fire type. Dark, we have a fairy type. Dragon, we have a fairy type. Electric, we have a ground type. Fairy, we need a steel or a poison type, I think. Steel or poison. Fighting, we have fairy. Fire, we have water. Flying, we have nothing. Poison, rock. Poison, flying. There is no. I mean, we could give you Crobat. I don't want to do that though. So steel, rock, poison, electric. Steel, rock, poison, electric is one of the types. Ghost, we have ghost and dark. Grass, we have fire. Ground, we have water. Ice, we have fire. Normal, we have fighting on most teams. Poison, we have ground. Psychic, we have dark and ghost on most teams. Rock, we have grass and water. Steel, we have fire. Water, we have grass. So we need an electric. What's electric, rock, or ice type? That's also poison or steel. I don't know if those exist. I'm gonna look poison first because I feel like that has a better chance. I mean, poison flying does work. Yeah, there is no poison poison electric in this gen. Or poison rock in this gen. What about an ice type would be pretty cool. We could go like, nope, Sandshear and Sandslash are not in this game. It was like, that'd be a cool typing. To give them Hustle Delibird. No, the gym leader has that already. We could give them Namora, which is rock ice. I realize that doesn't solve our issue. What about rock types? There's surely got to be a rock seal. I did think about Aggron, but I don't want them to be like Steven. I don't really like Probopass. Could do Rock Fairy, give them. We don't need a fairy, we need poison. Yeah, there's no rock poison. So Probopass, Bastiodon, or Aggron could be something. Yeah, I think that's probably our list. Because I don't think we could give him Magnezone, which I don't hate. Magnezone, good job. We could give them Magnezone. I like Magnezone better than I know it's another Gen 4 Pokemon, a lot of Gen 4, but I don't want them to have Aggron. And Magnezone has Levitate, so it's a great Pokemon too for that. They're just dirty. Like Caleb and Serena are just dirty in this game. Because 2 Levitate. Although I guess it doesn't really matter from Mismagius, but Levitate Magnezone is just stupid. Yeah, but I like that team. I like that team a lot. 2 starters that are not your typing. The evolution that is your type. We do have a space between them. I like that. I'm a fan of that. All right, and then I should be done because I'm way over stream time. But thank you for watching. Thanks for indulging me in this. Appreciate you all hanging out here with me. Thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow. Please check out all of these socials in the chat. I didn't realize social brought it up. I'm gonna put it in both chats. I know it'll double show up on the screen, but I want to make sure that both of you can get access to it, which is great. I'll be live tomorrow on YouTube and probably Twitch for Best Team, because we can do that. So I dropped 54 frames out of all the frames today. That's pretty good. But yeah, we'll probably do this again tomorrow. 3 p.m. Eastern is the Best Team Legends ZA, so we will definitely want to do that. Now that I've got this multi-stream thing figured out, I feel good. I feel real good about it. Hopefully you want to see more. If you want to see more of this, let me know. Either in the comments or on Discord or on Twitter. I do want to make more of the IC version stuff come out. Obviously, I haven't finished it. I mean, we're still working on trainers and wild encounters, but these are really the last couple things we have to do to put the game together. I would love to do a playthrough of this at some point. And honestly, maybe even do like an IC series with all of the people and be like, hey, let's do let's stream together sometime. And just do 4 different playthroughs of IC version together. I think that would be fun. But those are all future things way down the line. If we get this done, as I said, I kind of gave up on this when I knew IC was finishing. So I stopped trying to complete it. I gotta get the gym leaders done. That was really all I did. The gym leaders, the Elite Four is not even done. But that is on a certain somebody who never gave me a team. So I'll talk to them about it and see what they think. Maybe I'll make a team for them and be like, hey, what do you think of this? And I'll go from there. But I really like Serena's team. I like how Serena McCallum's team, I think that turned out well. I think we're making good progress getting next stuff done. I like how everything is working out. I'm excited to do more of this. I did think about this too, because I'm like, I was supposed to do Octopath today, and that didn't work out. So there will be Octopath. You see it on the layout there. It will be coming eventually. It's just not here yet. So I saw something out of sync and I wanted to fix it. Honestly, I messed it up even more by doing that, so that's on me. Sorry, I'm fixing stuff. But yeah, if you want to see more, subscribe, follow. Please check out all the other channel stuff in the description if you're on YouTube. Otherwise, they're in the chat for you guys to check out. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'm going to, just hard end. But make sure you guys check out all the stuff. Become a member if you want to support us financially. You can become a member on YouTube by clicking the member button down below. You can subscribe here on Twitch down below, which is the same thing. You get member perks. talk about them all the time, like member mascots, channel mascots that get used in every series. So if you guys want to do that, please feel free. But otherwise, that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Until next time, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe. And as always, burn it up.